20. As soon as you said that, I'm like counting in my head. 21. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's 2019. We're back, 2019, first episode of the year. Feels good. Feels good to be back.
Right here.
Because
there we are.
We were, taking breaks and shit like that, just trying to calm down and slow down and this and that and the other.
Dude, Christmas break was all about eating for me.
Well, yeah. I mean,
and when you eat just a ton of food, like way more food than you normally eat.
Yeah.
And you just kind of like hit the couch and turn on some Christmas movies and just kind of watch football. Speaking of football, this is our 2019 playoff edition, Dallas Cowboys.
So if you're not a Cowboys fan, well,
last weekend they beat the Seahawks, and I live up here in Seattle, so all my in-laws came over, and so I got to but tonight fate is catching up with them as they're losing.
Are they really?
Yeah, well, it's 15-23. So,
what are we gonna do about them Cowboys? Win one,
they've come so far. Jerry Jones needs to buy a bigger stadium.
He's got to be like 100 now. He's had
I'm gonna look it up.
He's had a couple dozen plastic surgeries and shit like that. You just never know. But while you're looking that up.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating too much, I did that on Christmas. I turned 40 on Christmas. You wouldn't know it because I color my hair, except for when I don't shave. But I got sick on my birthday, and it turned out it was nothing more than a damn gas bubble in my esophagus because Mom had made some Mexican food, which was really good, and I got full really quick, and then I just got really nauseous and just. So the next day it kept going on. I'm like, all right, what the hell's going on? So being a nutritionist, I'm like looking up all my symptoms on WebMD. I'm like, oh shit, I've got gastroparesis. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
blow up.
Yeah, I'm gonna implode, on my guitar. So, and then I told Dad that, and he's like, no, it's just a gas bubble. So I took some Gas X, and I was fine. So, lesson learned, people. When you get old, keep a whole bunch of Gas X around. You never know.
I keep Beano on the dinner table.
Yeah.
When you need it.
Yeah, because you never know. So,
otherwise, you're going to forget.
So I have survived. I survived 2018, mentally and physically. Mostly physically, not so much mentally. But speaking of taking of breaks, when Thanksgiving hit, we had a few days off. I was like, man, I got all this free time to write. Got nothing done except play video games. And then Christmas came around. I'm like, man, I got all this free time. Man, I'm going to work on music 8 hours a day. I didn't. I took a break.
No.
I took a break from music. We were talking about this earlier that sometimes when you get worn out, even from something you love like music, in fact, you gave me some really good advice. You said, just put your guitar down.
That's my advice I give to everybody for every problem is just stop doing it.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's when I start getting to where it's like, okay, what I'm hearing back, like when I'm recording, and what I'm hearing back, isn't when I know it's not up to my level or it's not really where I've envisioned that going. I mean, and that's okay, but it's nice to kind of have a little bit of direction, kind of have a little bit of control over your creativity.
Yeah.
And so what I do is if I keep looking over here, folks, I'm watching the game.
He's gonna have a play-by-play.
If we were that technological, if we wouldn't get sued by the NFL, we could have a game cam.
Yeah, which we would. But for those of you who aren't Cowboys, well, sorry. Or if who are they playing again? The Rams?
The Rams.
Okay, so if you're a Rams fan, then.
Yeah, and they're ramming it to us now, baby. We're getting rammed by the Rams.
You know, that reminds me of the time when we were talking about guitar maintenance and how you have to lube your nut.
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't work right.
It doesn't work right. So don't get rammed by the Rams, Cowboys. We need you to win this one or
Yeah.
something. I mean, come on. Win one, lose one is not working in the playoffs. So
Yeah, totally, dude. But yeah, I mean, I think taking a break is, it's just important. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to kind of refill the tank, charge the batteries, get
You
yourself back into, back into that creative zone.
yeah,
And yeah, I find like if I put my guitar away for like a week,
yeah.
even 2 weeks, I mean, there's times I don't play for, and if I do, sometimes it's just minutes here or there, but
But what
then
was
when
that
you really,
time? Yeah, what was that time that you said that you played for like 2 hours? What changed that?
just because I hadn't played in like 2 weeks before that,
Yeah.
So, and it's like when I picked it up and I just started playing, and it's like, oh, this feels nice, and
Yeah.
it also gave me kind of time to just do some maintenance on some of these guitars, just kind of,
Yeah.
it's here in the Pacific Northwest, winter hits and it gets real gloomy and real dark, and you find a lot of like you're cooped up indoors,
Yeah.
and so that makes it kind of hard to record. I find that I record more in the summer and write more in the winter.
That
I don't know why.
explains that. See, that explains a lot. It's been gloomy here in Texas. In fact, I can always tell when we have very little sunshine because my gate is powered by the battery inside it's solar powered. So
Yeah.
I can tell when it doesn't work. I'm like, shit, we ain't getting any sunshine. It's been gloomy here. It's been cold, gloomy. But something else is allergy season has been hitting me hard, and that's why that we didn't film last week because
What's even going on? Because mine too. I wake up in the morning.
Mine's
I
mountain
can't breathe.
cedar. Yeah, in fact,
Hey, that's got to be what I've got.
Yeah, because last Wednesday I was hoarse as a mother. I could barely talk. I'm like, but it's not like see, mine's more sinus. Mine's not runny nose or anything like that. So
Yeah.
my songwriting has been affected by holidays, which I love the holidays, but songwriting has been affected by holidays. It's been affected by allergies. It's been affected by, dare I say, old age, which isn't really an excuse. But one thing I noticed was when I wrote my first half of my album, man, I was just cranking them out, guitar, piano, just cranking them out. It was just coming to me. Then all of a sudden, I remember texting you one night going, I can't do it. Nothing's coming to me. And that's when you said, put your damn guitar down. Put it down. It has made a difference. It really has.
Yeah, that's me. It's like I get to where I'm on a roll and I'm just hitting it,
Yeah.
I'm like writing and recording one song after another.
Yeah.
But then, it just comes to a screeching halt. Or I can always play, like I can always sit down and write a song, but it's just crap, I mean, if you're not, if there's no inspiration, if you don't have any, so.
You have to have that inspiration, and I know some people can like pinpoint that if they go for a walk or if they do this or that, then they'll be. It's almost like magically inspired. But for me, it's like that's why that I've called 2019 the year of balance, because I've got to find balance between work, teaching, which I love, writing, which I love. Well, of course, I love my job, but just finding balance, slowing down, because the more information I read about the music industry, and that was something else, is how do we stay creative in the music industry, because it's really tough, because we write, we
it's
record,
almost
and then we've got to do the marketing, we got to do the promotion, we got this, that, and the other, which I do have some really good outlets for those who are wanting to reach out to music libraries, to Spotify playlists, to labels, and things like that. Try Submit Hub. There's 2 others. That's the one I'm trying right now. But submithub.com, whatever. Just type in Submit Hub.
I was looking into some of that. And
dirt cheap. It's really cheap. I mean, it's $1, $2, maybe $3 per submission with the song, and it's great because for us, it's another outlet. Nobody's ever told me, and what do you do? Okay, how do you get your
Right.
music to X outlet? Okay, well, it's on Spotify.
Mhm.
Well, how do you let people know it's on Spotify? Oh, well, just let your friends know on Facebook. Well, okay, that only goes so far. Well, have an email list. That only goes so far. You have to find ways to plug your songs. So try Submit Hub. It's a good outlet. Like I said, I haven't gotten any feedback yet. But hopefully I will. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I need beer.
Yeah, totally. And it's taking advantage of just everything that's out there.
Yeah,
And what's cool, and that's how you can take breaks, because you can stop and start.
yeah,
Promoting yourself and things like that, really as much as you want.
yes.
And I even have, and I'll admit, I've got a bunch of filler songs that I keep songs that just
Yeah.
didn't really make it on albums. That
Right.
If I hadn't put anything, it's been like 6 months, and people could have, you haven't heard any new songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
helps. It's a trick.
It's a great trick, and I know some people have told me that the more songs that you write, the better you'll get. The more songs you write, the more, because see, there's a lot of algorithmic influence in this with Spotify and other streaming outlets, and
Yeah.
I don't want to use the word luck. And I've had people tell me it's not about luck. It's not about luck. But if you really think about it, I get my music into a certain spot, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, whatever. It's all the streaming outlets. And then somebody says, okay, well, now you need to promote your music. I can put a specific song in a person's hands, a blogger who wants to write a press release and say, hey, will you do this? At that point, it's out of my hands. It's completely out of my hands. So I don't want to use the term luck. Maybe you can call it a break,
Right.
it's my next big break. I don't know how to phrase it. Plus, you don't call it a blessing, because if it doesn't happen, you don't say, well, I was unblessed. So I don't know how to phrase it, but it seems like that you can only go so far until Lady Luck shines her bright light on your some shit. I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. So
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And hang on, I'm checking the score.
oh, yeah, what's the score in the Cowboys?
We are 23-15.
Are
So
the
it's 8-point game.
Ra-
We're behind, but we're coming back.
Rams are still ramming. Real quick, I got to do a plug-in because my brother Matt got me this new tank and
John's
mod.
plug of the week.
I'm going to start doing like just a short vape video, because it's a new Aegis mod by Geek Vape. It's great with the Falcon tank. This thing is pretty damn awesome. So you see me vaping and it looks all shiny. That's what it is. So, and my brother's still making juice. This one's called Monkey Pie. It's nanner
Damn
pudding.
monkeys.
As we say in Texas, it's nanner pudding, or in everywhere else in the world, it's banana pudding. So, nanner pudding.
Nanner. Man, I haven't had that. Well, I haven't been to Texas in a while. That's probably why I haven't had that in a while.
When are you coming to Texas? 'Cause you mentioned
hopefully-
that before.
Yeah, it should be really soon.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully in the next month or two, maybe something like that.
And we've talked about
We'll
doing
see.
a live version of Guitar Dudes where we're both in the same place,
Same time.
same time, same time
On
zone,
location.
on location.
Yeah, buddy.
But
Yeah, I want to come down and do some music. There's
Yeah.
some, a couple projects, I want to work on down there, and just hopefully come down there and spend about a week or two hanging out with
hell yeah,
some folks. Maybe crash on your couch a night or two, because I will not be drivable if we do a Guitar Dudes.
probably
Because
not.
I'll be at a 10.
I'm at about a 6.
That's about right
so,
now.
yeah,
About a
I'm at
6.
about a
Like,
6. I'm not blazed or anything, so
yeah, like I can't drive right now, but I can walk. So that's all
hey,
I need.
it's a plus. At least you can see. At least you can walk back to your fridge if you need a beer or whatever that you need. So
Yeah. Oh,
you
totally,
never
dude.
know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when you have that creativeness and you're trying to get it out, and then all of a sudden you hit that brick wall, what is the first thing you do when you hit that brick wall? You're stressed to the max. It's usually stress that gets me.
Mm-hmm.
Almost always
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah. I literally put the guitar in the case. I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
And because I can tell, when I'll pick it up and there's nothing there. There's no gas in the tank.
Right.
And I'll know it's like, okay, a few sessions like that, and it's like, okay, I need to take a little break.
Yeah.
And it's not long. Sometimes it's just, I'm going to put it up till the weekend, or I'm going to put it up
Right.
till then. Because when you start forcing it, then it sounds forced.
Yeah.
And you're not doing yourself any favors trying to force it. And two, what I started doing was just maintenance. I mean, beyond just string changes, and
Oh yeah.
taking them apart, cleaning the pots. I mean, really doing some deep, getting like the sweat gunk out from the fret
Mhm.
edges,
Oh yeah.
and just really, really doing a job on them. And
Yeah.
and then you're when that inspiration comes back, you're ready to go. And
Yeah.
and then listening to music.
Yes.
We talk about playing music a lot. If I'm not playing, I'm listening to music. I don't watch
Yeah.
a lot of TV. Like
Yeah.
people talk about movies and who was in there. I don't really know that much about movies or TV.
Yeah.
I've always been a music nerd. Like I just listen to music. My
Right.
Pandora station's always going. And it's just all I do. And that's where a lot of inspiration comes. And it's like I'll listen to some different stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to Dr. Dre recently.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, it just, and I don't care what you say, whatever you listen to is going to come out in your playing at some point,
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
I'm going to get me some Dr. Dre licks on the next album. You
Ain't
watch.
nothing but a G thing, baby.
Maybe Gin and Juice 2.
And that's the nice thing is that song titles are not copywritten, or copyrighted.
Really? I didn't know that.
So if you want to use the same title, you could use a movie title, and the only thing, to the best of my knowledge, that you cannot use are things that are trademarks. So you couldn't use McDonald's "I'm Loving It," for instance. Things that, once again, I'm not 100% sure, but song titles, unless they're trademarked, which rarely does that happen, because if you just go on to, Apple Music, for instance, and type in, like with my song "In the Beginning," if I type in "The Beginning," it pulls up so much. Or if I type in "The Man in Black," it pulls up Johnny Cash. I'm like, whatever. Sometimes it's actually difficult, because there's actually other John Connors out there. It's actually can be difficult finding me, which I hope to remedy that. Which, by the way, before I forget, there is a way, if you do release your music on Spotify, Pandora, whatever, there is a way that you can claim your artist profile. And you need to do that. That's one reason why, in fact, I read an article that said, get a single out there, because you need to claim your Spotify artist profile, Pandora, and Apple profile. And what that does is it allows you to customize it towards you, put your bio, things like that.
And you can do that by getting a single out there.
Right, yeah. So going through, which we go through CD Baby, and just get it out there. Just get a single.
Yeah, I just put out a Heavenly that I wrote for my dad.
That's right.
That single came out a few weeks ago, so
yeah.
Maybe I've already got an artist profile now.
You should. If you went through CD Baby, you should have an artist profile. Yeah.
Paid for it and everything. And see, that's the thing, and you guys might wonder, like, okay, well, I thought you guys, play guitar to get away from stress and this and that, and you do, but there's also stress when you get into, writing and recording, and you're trying to make a few bucks,
right?
You're trying to, I want to make back what I put into these damn things,
But
it takes a lot out of you. It
really
takes
does.
a lot of money. I mean, a set of strings on a guitar is what, $10?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean amps, cables, you name it. I mean, I've always
Yeah.
got packages and stuff coming in like, I need this or need that. I mean, I spend a lot of
Yeah.
time working on guitars too. So,
And see,
you
these
know,
are necessities. This isn't, like me, I have not bought a guitar in months, mainly because I don't have any more room for them. But I
me
now
neither.
spend, I now spend money on necessities. I spend money on getting, getting songs out there, just like you do.
Yeah.
And, they're, even though that it's not thousands of dollars, it does add up. So you do want to see the fruits of your labor come
Yeah.
coming to pass. And that's where
Yeah.
going through and like with Submit Hub and in fact here I'll pull it up real quick. Submit Hub is one of them, and then one called TuneMunk, TuneMunk, and the other's called SoundPlate. Once again, I've only tried Submit Hub. Now, what's cool about Submit Hub specifically is it costs about $1 to $3 per submission. I spent about $10 for 7 submissions because some were a little bit more than $1.
Yeah.
You submit it to blogs, blogs, Spotify playlists, and labels, and a couple others. If they
Okay.
don't, so if they have, I think 48 hours listened, so which is really good. But check those out because these
Yeah.
are just different outlets. It
Right,
is good.
right.
It takes time. It takes money, which takes more energy. It takes you away from your instrument. It's cyclical, man. There's always something going on.
And recording itself is hard. You
I've
hear
got to
about
record soon. Yeah.
why do bands take so long to write, an album
Yeah.
or record an album? I mean, there's, there's just a billion things you're trying to deal with.
Yeah.
And, but in the end, I mean, what I always say is, we get to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we were gifted enough to be musicians, and
Yeah.
we get to do what we love to do.
Right.
And
That's true.
now
Well,
we
we
just need
gotta
to
make a
get
little money.
money.
Make a little money because the market is saturated, folks. The market really is saturated. So you've got to have a niche. You've got to have a really jaw-dropping story to tie into your music and just bring it all together. Because it's not just because that you write a song that you love does not mean that everybody on the face of this planet is going to listen to it because they can't find it. They don't know
Right.
where it is. And that's the
Right.
thing. It's not a matter of they don't like your music or they can't find it. You have to have
It's
something.
a needle in a haystack.
It's
Yeah,
a needle in a
it's-
haystack.
Yeah, totally.
So we got a few minutes. So you want to do a little jam or anything else you want to tie into that?
I'm ready to jam. Speaking of breaks, yeah, I've been on a break. This is the first time I've played guitar in probably
Yeah.
a week.
So, yeah. So, here we're going to leave you with some happy music in the key of D. Just some nice, happy with the guitar dudes. happy music. You gotta love it. So don't forget to like, subscribe,
comment.
Comment. We want all of you to comment. Hate us, love us.
Bring on
Comment.
the haters. Haters, taters, and hoes.
And hoes. So we will see you on the flip side. So we'll probably film another here in the next week or two. So we'll see you again. It's 2019.
Good night.
Good night.